I told you that I was doing fine alone. Left my keys and threw away my phone. But the truth is leaking like an old canteen. Worst mistake that this town has ever seen. I'm tripping over every word I said, spinning circles inside of my head. Thought I was moving on to something new, but I'm just running back to you. I had some help breaking my own pride, taking a dive on this emotional ride. It's a messy road we are traveling down, the loudest silence in this whole damn town. Yeah, we are picking up the pieces in the rain, laughing through the middle of the pain. Yeah. The whiskey bottle sitting on the shelf, I cannot blame it all on myself. You were right there holding the other side of the secrets that we used to hide. I'm tripping over every word I said, spinning circles inside of my head. Thought I was moving on to something new, but I'm just running back to you. But I had some help breaking my own pride, taking a dive on this emotional ride. It's a messy road we are traveling down, the loudest silence in this whole damn town. And we are picking up the pieces in the rain, laughing through the middle of the pain. Yeah. Maybe we were built to crash and burn, wait for the tide and the season to turn. It is a heavy weight, but it is ours to hold, turning all this gravel into gold. I had some help breaking my own pride, taking a dive on this emotional ride. It's a messy road we are traveling down, the loudest silence in this whole damn town. Yeah, we are picking up the pieces in the rain, laughing through the middle of the pain. Just a little help from a friend, driving till the pavement has to end, fading down with a final guitar. Light glare, leaving memories hanging in the air. I was acting like I did not care at all, waiting for the other shoe to fall. Now I am staring at the ceiling in the dark, trying to find a little bit of spark. Thought I was stronger than the average man, but I am slipping through my own hands. I had some help making this a mess, more or less a game of heavy chess. There's a bumpy track across the county line, running out of breath and running out of time. Yeah, we are dancing on the edge of the flame. Nobody left here to take the blame. The radio was playing our favorite song, reminding me of everywhere we went wrong. You were pulling while I was pushing back, leaving giant holes in the gravel track. Now I am staring at the ceiling in the dark, trying to find a little bit of spark. Thought I was stronger than the average man, but I am slipping through my own hands. I had some help making this a mess, more or less a game of heavy chess. It's a bumpy track across the county line, running out of breath and running out of time. Yeah, we are dancing on the edge of the flame. Nobody left here to take the blame. We built this house on a shifting sand, trying to hold it with a shaking hand. It is a long way down from the top of the hill, but I am standing right here still. I had some help making this a mess, more or less a game of heavy chess. It's a bumpy track across the county line, running out of breath and running out of time. Yeah, we are dancing on the edge of the flame. Nobody left here to take the blame. To lose my way, nothing left for us to say. Just a little help to lose my way, nothing left. in a coffee jar, wondering how we ever got this far. I was bluffing with a losing hand, trying to build a castle out of sand. Now I am looking at the wreck we made, watching all the colors start to fade. Thought I could handle every single storm, but the weather here is far from warm. I had some help tearing down the wall, waiting for the heavy rain to fall. It is a wild ride on a broken wheel, trying to remember how to really feel. Yeah, we are burning up the miles today, watching all the trouble drift away. The engine hums a lonely little tune underneath the dusty afternoon. You were steering while I held the map, falling right into the same old trap. Now I am looking at the wreck we made, watching all the colors start to fade. Thought I could handle every single storm, but the weather here is far from warm. I had some help tearing down the wall, waiting for the heavy rain to fall. It is a wild ride on a broken wheel, trying to remember how to really feel. Yeah, we are burning up the miles today, watching all the trouble drift away. We swapped our luck for a pocket of holes, treading water while the ocean rolls. It's a steep climb to the level ground, but we are the only ones left around. I had some help tearing down the wall, waiting for the heavy rain to fall. It is a wild ride on a broken wheel, trying to remember how to really feel. Yeah, we are burning up the miles today. I had some help tearing down the wall, waiting for the heavy rain to fall. It is a wild ride on a broken wheel, trying to remember how to really feel. Yeah, we are burning up the miles today, watching all the trouble drift away. Just a little help to break the chain, walking through the middle of the rain. Troubles to get out slowly. Left a message on your dusty screen, the coldest words that I have ever seen. I was acting like a king of pride, with nowhere left for me to run and hide. Now I'm kicking stones along the road, carrying a heavy silver load. Thought I was smarter than the path I took, but I am reading from a ruined book. I had some help hitting every bump, taking every bruise and every lump. It is a fast lane to a dead end sign, crossing over every single line. Yeah, we are spinning out of control now, trying to remember when and how. The glove box is full of old receipts, tired of these empty city streets. You were leaning on the passenger door, asking me for just a little more. Now I am kicking stones along the road, carrying a heavy silver load. Thought I was smarter than the path I took, but I am reading from a ruined book. I had some help hitting every bump, taking every bruise and every lump. It is a fast lane to a dead end sign, taking every bruise and every lump. It is a fast lane to a dead-end sign, crossing over every single line. Yeah, we are spinning out of control now, trying to remember when and how. Just a little help to lose a race, staring at a very familiar face. Slide guitar fades into a low hum. Wipe the glass to see the empty drive, barely feeling like I'm still alive. I was talking big to all my friends, now I'm seeing where the story ends. I'm looking for a reason in the dirt, trying to find a bandage for the hurt. But I was moving at a steady pace, but I'm falling all over the place. I had some help getting lost tonight, turning off the only remaining light. It is a long walk through a field of weeds, planting all these bitter little seeds. Yeah, we are tangled in the silver wire, walking through the smoke and the fire. The floorboards creak beneath my heavy boots, digging up these old and tangled roots. You were standing by the garden gate, leaving everything to simple fate. I'm looking for a reason in the dirt, trying to find a bandage for the hurt. Thought I was moving at a steady pace, but I'm falling all over the place. I had some help getting lost tonight, turning off the only remaining light. It is a long walk through a field of weeds, planting all these bitter little seeds. Yeah, we are tangled in the silver wire, walking through the smoke and the fire. We painted pictures on a broken wall, waiting for the sky to finally fall. It is a hard truth in a shallow glass, watching all the better moments pass. I had some help getting lost tonight, turning off the only remaining light. It is a long walk through a field of weeds, planting all these bitter little seeds. Yeah, we are tangled in the silver wire, walking through the smoke and the fire. Just a little help to close the door. I cannot take this silence anymore. I'll just get guitarist on a soft minor chord. Threw my pride into the canyon deep, promises I knew I could not keep. I was acting like a total fool, breaking every single golden rule. Now I am tracing lines upon the floor, wondering what I'm fighting for. I thought I was heading for the open sea, but the shoreline is catching up to me. I had some help making wrong turns, watching how the bridge behind us burns. It is a fast ride on a gravel road, trying to unload this heavy load. Yeah, we are caught up in the silver thorns, ignoring all the sirens and the horns. The dashboard clock is stuck on 3:30. Looking for a version of the old me. You were holding on the steering wheel, hiding every way you really feel. Now I am tracing lines upon the floor, wondering what I'm fighting for. Thought I was heading for the open sea, but the shoreline is catching up to me. I had some help making wrong turns, watching how the bridge behind us burns. It is a fast ride on a gravel road, trying to unload this heavy load. Yeah, we are caught up in the silver thorns, ignoring all the sirens and the horns. Learning how to be so well alone. It is a steep drop from the mountain peak. The spirit is strong, but the heart is weak. I had some help making wrong turns, watching how the bridge behind us burns. It is a fast ride on a gravel road, trying to unload this heavy load. Yeah, we are caught up in the silver thorns, ignoring all the sirens and the horns.
Just a little help to lose the grip, watching as the final anchor slips, fading out with a sharp electric. Get it, dog, raw.
Empty bottles on the kitchen floor. I do not recognize me anymore. I was talking like a man of steel. Now I am spinning like a broken wheel. I'm searching for a signal in the air, acting like I do not even care. Thought I was climbing up the highest stair, but I am falling into thin air. I had some help finding the exit sign, leaving all the better days behind. Is a cold wind in an empty hall, waiting for the final break to fall. Yeah, we are chasing down a hollow sound, trying to keep our feet upon the ground. The mailbox is overfilled with junk. My heavy heart has officially sunk. You were checking every single lock while I was staring at the ticking clock. I'm searching for a signal in the air, acting like I do not even care. Thought I was climbing up the highest stair, but I am falling into thin air. I had some help finding the exit sign, leaving all the better days behind. It is a cold wind in an empty hall, waiting for the final brick to fall. Yeah, we are chasing down a hollow sound, trying to keep our feet upon the ground. We building shadows in the park, two lone matches flickering in the dark. It is a hard lesson that we had to learn, watching every page of history burn. I had some help finding the exit sign, leaving all the better days behind. It is a cold wind in an empty hall, waiting for the final brick to fall. Yeah, we are chasing down a hollow sound, trying to keep our feet upon the ground. Just a little help to fade away, nothing left of us to Left the engine running in the yard, trying to play a winning poker card. I was acting like I owned the place, with a hollow look upon my face. I am tripping over wires on the floor, cannot find the handle to the door. Thought I was walking on a steady line, but I am losing grip on what is mine. I had some help making this a wreck, with a heavy chain around my neck. It is a dusty trail to a lonely shack, and there is no way of turning back. Yet we are caught up in the tangled barbs, trading in our suits for simpler garbs. The mailbox flag is rusted in the air, signs of trouble everywhere I stare. You were leaning on the garden fence, none of this is making any sense. I am tripping over wires on the floor, cannot find the handle to the door. Thought I was walking on a steady line, but I am losing grip on what is mine. I had some help making this a wreck, with a heavy chain around my neck. It is a dusty trail to a lonely shack, and there is no way of turning back. Yet we are caught up in the tangled barbs, trading in our suits for simpler garbs. We were throwing rocks into the lake, counting every ripple that we make. It is a deep water and a cold breeze, bringing me down to my shaking knees. I had some help making this a wreck, with a heavy chain around my neck. It is a dusty trail to a lonely shack, and there is no way of turning back. Yet we are caught up in the tangled barbs, trading in our suits for simpler garbs. Just a little help to close the show, nowhere left for us to really go. Final guitar, slide fades away. Planting seeds in a patch of dry clay, watching all the rain clouds drift away. I was talking like the crop was tall, knowing deep inside it was bound to fall. Now I am standing in a barren field, waiting for a heart that will not yield. Thought I was a master of the wind and soil, but I am just reaping all this bitter toil. I had some help drying out the well, more stories than I could ever tell. It is a hard road through the valley floor, knocking on a heavy bolted door. Yeah, we are picking through the bitter fruit, cutting everything down to the root. The old tractor is sitting in the weeds, nobody's sowing what the spirit needs. You were looking at the empty sky, watching all the summer days go by. Now I am standing in a barren field, waiting for a heart that will not yield. Thought I was a master of the wind and soil, but I am just reaping all this bitter toil. I had some help drying out the well, more stories than I could ever tell. It is a hard road through the valley floor, knocking on a heavy bolted door. Yeah, we are picking through the bitter fruit, cutting everything down to the root. We built a fence to keep the world away, but the walls are starting to decay. It is a long wait for the spring to come, beating on a rhythm like a broken drum. I had some help drying out the well, more stories than I could ever tell. It is a hard road through the valley floor, knocking on a heavy bolted door. Yeah, we are picking through the bitter fruit, cutting everything down to the root. Just a little help to end the year, nothing but the silence left to hear.
Banjo and kick drum.
Packing boxes in the middle of the hall, shadows stretching tall against the wall. I was acting like it did not hurt, kicking up a little bit of dirt. I'm tripping over tape and twine, trying to draw a brand new line. Thought I was ready for the big move, but I'm stuck inside the same old groove. I had some help making this a mess, cleaning up the results of the stress. It is a heavy load in a wooden crate, arriving just a little bit too late. Yeah, we are stacking up the broken dreams, bursting at the very yellow seam. The kitchen table has a coffee stain, a permanent reminder of the rain. You were labeling the heavy glass, watching all the moving minutes pass. I'm tripping over tape and twine, trying to draw a brand new line. Thought I was ready for the big move, but I'm stuck inside the same old groove. I had some help making this a mess, cleaning up the results of the stress. It is a heavy load in a wooden crate, arriving just a little bit too late. Yeah, we are stacking up the broken dreams, bursting at the very yellow seam. We taped the corners and we tied the knots, connecting all these lonely little dots. It is a long haul to the other side, with nowhere left for us to really hide. I had some help making this a mess, cleaning up the results of the stress. It is a heavy load in a wooden crate, arriving just a little bit too late. Yeah, we are stacking up the broken dreams, bursting at the very yellow seam. Just a little help to clear the room, leaving behind the quiet and the gloom. Left a trail of dust behind the gate, thinking I could outrun every fate. I was talking like I knew the way, living for a ghost of yesterday. Now I am spinning tires in the mud, feeling every thumping of my blood. Thought I was heading for a higher ground, but I am the only person to be found. I had some help hitting every stone, better off than being all alone. It is a bumpy ride on a gravel track, never even thought of looking back. Yeah, we
place I barely know, wondering how much further I can go. You were leaning out the window pane, crying in the middle of the rain. Now I am spinning tires in the mud, feeling every thumping of my blood. Thought I was heading for a higher ground, but I am the only person to be found. I had some help hitting every stone, better off than being all alone. It is a bumpy ride on a gravel track, never even thought of looking back. Yeah, we are tearing up the fields tonight, trying to make the heavy wrongs feel right. We wrote our names upon the dusty hood, hoping that the engine still was good. It is a long road to the county line, running out of water and of time. I had some help hitting every stone, better off than being all alone. It is a bumpy ride on a gravel track, never even thought of looking back. Yeah, we are tearing up the fields tonight, trying to make the heavy wrongs feel right. Just a little help to lose the trail, watching as the morning stars turn pale. Guitar fades out with a final slide.
Found a pocket full of rusty keys, shaking like the leaves upon the trees. I was acting like I held the map, falling right into the usual trap. I'm looking at the mountain in the way, finding all the words I should not say. Thought I was steady as a mountain oak, but I'm fading like a trail of smoke. I had some help breaking every glass, watching all the better moments pass. It is a heavy pile of copper shavings now, trying to remember why and how. Yeah, we are sweeping up the workshop floor, walking out the silver painted door. The toolbox is open on the bench, reaching for a rusted metal wrench. You were holding up the other end, broken things we cannot seem to mend. I am looking at the mountain in the way, finding all the words I should not say. Thought I was steady as a mountain oak, but I'm fading like a trail of smoke. I had some help breaking every glass, watching all the better moments pass. It is a heavy pile of copper shavings now, trying to remember why and how. Yeah, we are sweeping up the workshop floor, walking out the silver painted door. We carved our initials in the wood, doing every little thing we could. It is a sharp edge on a spinning blade, paying for the choices that we made. I had some help breaking every glass, watching all the better moments pass. It is a heavy pile of copper shavings now, trying to remember why and how. Yeah, we are sweeping up the workshop floor, walking out the silver painted door. Just a little help to cut the wire, feeding all the pieces to the fall. pictures down from every wall, echoes jumping back across the hall. I was talking like I had a plan, just another broken-hearted man. Now I am staring at the empty space, searching for a ghost of your face. Thought I was ready for the quiet life, sharp as any silver pocket knife. I had some help clearing out the room, chasing out the shadows and the gloom. It is a heavy heart on a hollow shelf, blaming you and blaming my own self. Yeah, we are walking through the open gate, leaving everything to simple fate. Carpet shows the marks of where we stood, doing everything we said we would. You were packing up the heavy books, avoiding all the long steady looks. Now I am staring at the empty space, searching for a ghost of your face. Thought I was ready for the quiet life, sharp as any silver pocket knife. I had some help clearing out the room, chasing out the shadows and the gloom. It is a heavy heart on a hollow shelf, blaming you and blaming my own self. Yeah, we are walking through the open gate, leaving everything a simple fate. We sweat the dust and we turn the key, setting all the heavy memories free. It is a long road to a brand new town, watching all the curtains coming down. I had some help clearing out the room, chasing out the shadows and the gloom. It is a heavy heart on a hollow shelf, blaming you and blaming my own self. Yeah, we are walking through the open gate, leaving everything to simple fate. Just a little help to say goodbye. like a rabbit that was trapped. It is a wide open space, but we are small, waiting for the sky to finally fall. I had some help tearing up the grass, watching all the summer seasons pass. It is a hard night in a rusted wire, feeding all the fuel into the fire. Yeah, we are breaking every boundary line, running out of love and out of time. In the dusty glass, watching all the farmhouse fence pass. I was acting like I knew the road while carrying a heavy silver load. Now I'm staring at the yellow lines, ignoring all the warning highway signs. Thought I was moving at a steady clip, but I'm losing every single grip. I had some help making wrong turns, watching how the bridge behind us burns. Is a fast ride on a gravel path, trying to escape the coming wrath. Yeah, we are tearing up the maps today, watching all the trouble drift away. The radio was humming through the static, feeling something deep and quite erratic. You were sleeping in the passenger seat while I was grinding through the summer heat. Now I'm staring at the yellow lines, ignoring all the warning highway signs. Thought I was moving at a steady clip, but I'm losing every single grip. I had some help making wrong turns, watching how the bridge behind us burns. Is a fast ride on a gravel path, trying to escape the coming wrath. Yeah, we are tearing up the maps today, watching all the trouble drift away. We drove until the pavement turned to sand, holding on with just a single hand. It is a long way to the valley floor, and I cannot see the exit anymore. I had some help making wrong turns, watching how the bridge behind us burns. Is a fast ride on a gravel path, trying to escape the coming wrath. Yeah, we are tearing up the maps today, watching all the trouble drift away. Just a little help to lose the trail underneath the sky, so thin and pale. Guitar fades out with a final rimming tap. Watching all the trouble drift away.